Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Alright, so today we are going to continue with lecture 9. Okay, we are still under the topic 3, okay, economic factors of building design. So today we are going to cover on the estimation. Okay, so as you all know, in construction industry, estimating or estimation is very critical. Okay, because by carrying out the estimation process, it will give us a guide to control our project, especially in terms of the cost. As you all know, cost is very vital in any construction project. Okay, we are trying to avoid any huge mistakes with regards to the cost. Okay, especially in terms of uh, the total cost of the project. Okay, so that's why we need to carry out the estimation process so that it will become a guideline for us. Whatever we want to do, we have what we call it as a benchmark, okay, guideline. So to guide us to complete the project within the approved budget or within the finalized budget. Okay, so there are basically a lot of approaches that we can apply in doing the estimation process. Okay, here I will share with you 3 approaches, okay, which is known as, the first one is approximate estimate, the second one is elemental cost analysis or ECA, and the last one is cost in use. Okay, all right. For the first approach, which is approximate estimate, okay, this method is called as preliminary estimating, okay, whereby most we are using it to produce and approximate quantities. Okay, so basically this approaches is being used by the contractor, okay, to obtain the building tenders. Okay, so they are not going to produce a detailed price, but they will use it as a benchmark, okay, as a benchmark, as a guideline on how they can win the tender, and how they can give an initial idea to the clients on the aspect of the cost, especially. All right. So basically, this approximate estimate is being applied at the earliest stage of the construction cycle. Okay. So basically, this approaches is applied using the general characteristic of the building or of the project itself. Okay. For example, like the number of occupants. For example, like you are going to build a mosque, for example, masjid. So you will ask your client, okay, what is your capacity of the mosque? Berapa target occupants ataupun jemaah untuk masjid tersebut? 200 orang ke 300 orang, based on numbers of occupants. From there, we can generate the approximate estimate. Okay, so there is a guideline, okay, for mosque, hotel, per person, berapa dia punya cost and so on. Alright. We also can use other characteristic of the building, for example, the floor area. Okay, the floor area of the building. Okay, so basically the client will give general idea on the floor area of the building. The volume of the building also can be used as a guideline to generate the approximate estimate. So that generally what is approximate estimate is more on the general characteristic of the building. Okay, so more especially as I mentioned earlier, number of people, floor area, etc. So there are 4 methods that we can use to generate the approximate estimate. Okay, the first one is unit method. The second one is cubic method. The third one is story enclosure method, and the last one is floor area method. Okay, based on these 4 methods, they have different approaches, okay, different area, different mechanism that being used, okay, to generate the approximate estimate. Okay, so the following video I will explain in detail on each of the method. Okay, one by one lah, unit, cubic, historical, and floor area method. So that's the first approaches that we can apply with regards to the estimation. Okay, the second one is elemental cost analysis. Okay, so what is ECA? Alright, ECA means the analysis of cost related to the elements. Okay, in construction industry, a building or any kind of construction, we can divide into numbers of elements, and price of which is related with that element is called as an elemental cost. Foundation gitu. Okay, the elemental cost includes material cost, labor cost, subcontractor overhead, and profit. Okay, so that's what we call it as a elemental cost analysis. And usually the ECA is being applied based on previous contract. Okay, our previous contract will become our guideline. Okay, to generate the estimation of current project. Okay, so we will refer to previous project. Okay, previously how much is the material cost you? Okay, from there maybe we can naikkan dan sebagainya lah. Labor cost, okay, of course labor cost is different, okay, from year to year. Okay, maybe akan ada increment for labor cost, overhead for subcon, and the level of profit as well. So from there we can generate also the estimation for our future project or our current project. Okay, so that's the ECA. And the last one is cost in use. The cost in use calculation help to ensure that the end result achieve best value for money. Okay, we are forecasting. Okay, I can say we are using crystal ball to predict the future. Okay, apa yang in terms of the price lah. Okay, so it's not easy. Okay, so but there are a lot of techniques that we can apply to calculate the future cost of our project. Okay, so some of it is amount of one, present value of one, compound amount. There are a lot of techniques that we can apply in order to predict the future cost of our project. Okay, so that's what we call it as a cost in use. So we are forecasting the future price. Okay, so for cost in use, we regard the amount of one, present value of one, compound amount. We are going to discuss it on topic number 4 later on. I think lecture 11 nanti kot baru kita cover on this technique. Okay, here I give you example of 3 in terms of future value of money and value of money. So I think if not mistaken, we have in total 6 techniques that we can apply in predicting the future value of money. Okay, so that part for cost in use kita akan cover more detail in lecture 7 later on. So that's what we're going to discuss on this lecture 9. Okay, but more or less I will give more explanation on the first approach, which is the approximate estimate. But each method I will elaborate later on. Okay, so see you on the following video.